Motherfucker.
There was a chicken around here somewhere.
I know I didn't turn that knob up on my headset, but boy, that was loud. Because that thing.
Hey, I've tried to figure out how. It is on the same number. On my videos, like I said before, on my videos, I turn it down 9 decibels so it doesn't blow people out. I mean, I used to just let it play, and because I didn't realize, until
you did until I got that one at 3 o'clock in the morning. My wife come off that bed. What was that?
Then I was like, maybe I ought to try to do something about that. And then in my video editing software, I was like, okay, how do I turn this down so it's low from the get-go so people don't have to turn the volume down? So I figured out how to do it. Okay, turn the decibels down. So I turned it down to 9. So now it's, nice and steady. I try to match the beginning, the opening with my voice or Zoe's voice through the thing, and then the music at the end. I try to keep it all one level or close to one level as I can.
No adjustment on this one, huh?
No, there's no adjusting this one. I've even thought about trying to edit it and turn it down and resave it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Yeah. It's the program. It's the way it's saved on the computer. Well, it comes from that company that made it.
Oh, look what I did.
Look at what I did. How did you do that?
Sometimes when I found out how I do it, it's when I go to type in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
If I start typing and it's not set in the chat, it changes the pictures in StreamYard.
Look at what he was proud of himself. Look at what I did.
I hit sleep. Let me Stuart, do it again. Like
Stuart from Mad TV. Look at what I can do.
And see, I thought it was capital H that was doing it because I just took it out of there and hit capital H because I was typing hello. That's
nope.
Nope. I didn't. That turned on something else.
That was funny. Look what I did. So good morning, gentlemen. Mr. Kevin, how you doing this morning, buddy?
I'm doing all right, Tanner. How about yourself?
Hurting, but I'm here and I'm doing all right. As you folks can see, we are not in Cincinnati.
Well, you might be. It's so white outside. It's hard to tell.
Yeah. The snow and ice and rain and all the other Mother Nature could threw at us, and Lala don't do snow on the roads, and I don't blame her. So, we couldn't get out. The roads out here were covered, and when the roads were clear out here, whenever they had, scraped and salted the roads, and the roads were clear, like 4 or 5 miles up and down the road here, or even 10, 15 miles, we could have got 15 miles up the road. But then after that 15 miles, we wouldn't have been able to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Because all around us, no matter which way we get out, we have 3 ways we can get out. That way, mountain. That way, mountain. That way, mountain. So no matter which way we go, there's a mountain. And Lala has these beautiful apps and chat boxes on her phone. It's wizardry and, smoke and mirrors and stuff. But anyway, she's got like 3 or 4 things that tell her what's going on with the roads everywhere in this county and the surrounding counties. Like Facebook groups and, news channels and, like I said, smoke and mirrors. It's wizardry. It's what it is. And she said, we ain't going nowhere. Because there was pictures of icy roads and people that had wrecks had got on these chat rooms and said, don't go here. I totaled my car. There was like 3 or 4 people that had totaled their car that had actually got on these chat rooms and said, I've totaled my car. Don't go anywhere unless you absolutely have to. And we're like, well, we got to get to Cincinnati. And then, even the big roads around here were no go. So we haven't been able to get out. And then again, Saturday, the sun came out. It was looking good. And then snap, cold. And then last night, snow everywhere. More snow. It rained Saturday, melted some of the snow, and then Saturday evening, it froze the rain and then snowed on top of it. And now we've got ice, snow, ice. So we're like, we're Big Macking the snows between snow and ice.
That's ours, even if it comes down as snow the first time, it's usually ice.
Yeah.
And then then you got a layer of ice, whether that melts and turns to ice or whether it came down as ice. So now we've got ice, and then sometimes it'll snow on top of it just to disguise it.
Right. It's like, oh, it's just fluffy snow. Then you step on it and you're like, no.
Zip. Yeah.
Mr. Kevin's in a frozen winter wonderland too, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're at like 6 degrees.
I'm at a
was
balmy
snow-
14.
Bass Man's at a balmy 14.
We're up to 7. I'm sorry. We're up to 7.
Liar, liar, liar. You were lying to us, Mr. Kevin.
Yeah.
Hey, no, I just checked.
I know. I'm just messing with you. Miss Amy is at 39 degrees in California. It's 39 degrees in California right now. That's cold. Heat wave. But still, California, Miss Amy's used to, the lows of 60. Now she's getting 39. Come on. How you doing this morning, Bass Man?
I'm doing okay. I'm not feeling too bad.
I hear you.
I'm not looking forward to Wednesday, but
Wednesday will be all right.
yeah, I think it will, because I think we've already decided we're not going Wednesday's route. He's the surgeon, and I think we're going the other route. But
I hear you.
it just depends on what they say.
Right.
So I will not be here Wednesday morning. I got to go.
Yep.
And I'll try to be back in time for the auction, but I probably won't be here for the show.
All righty. Well, at least you're going. That's the big step. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the big step. Because I fought like hell to get you to go to the last one. So this one that you've said from the get-go, well, I'm going. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going. So I didn't have to work too hard. You know what I mean? Because you could ask him every time we talked, I was getting on him. You got to go. Got to go. Got to go.
Yeah, I was not going to the first one. And I had made up my mind there wasn't any use. I could say you and Ken of mine stayed on me pretty good. So.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and say hello to these fine folks in here. We're 9 minutes in, eight. Don't want to lie to anybody. We're 8 minutes and 54 seconds in right now. Let's go ahead and say hello to these fine folks. Right off the bat this morning, from talking about the West Coast, SF Kim Rush. Hello, one and all. Good morning, SF Kim Rush. Good to see you.
Next one's all you, man.
Good morning, Bass Man, Tiny, and Kevin. It is the one, the only. See, you thought it was coming right there, didn't you? See how this? No. Good morning, ma'am. Good to see you.
King of mine.
King of mine. Bass Man, Bass Man.
What you gonna do when they coming for you?
Threatening with Martin Luther King Day. That way his wife doesn't know she has to go and doesn't have to go into work.
Yeah, I've done been that route this morning. Jumped up and asked my wife, well, why are you home?
Martin Luther King's birthday. We don't have to go in today.
Yeah, I thought she'd overslept.
Bandit Jones. Good morning, Kevin, Bassman, and Tiny. Good morning, sir.
The Masked Bandit, everyone. Good morning, sir. Just another Numismatic Monday. Good morning, y'all. Passing the coffee. Bass Man, good to hear your voice. Tiny, not so much. Kevin, good to see you. Tiny, not so much. I can remedy that. See, look.
Yeah,
now you know.
there you go.
No.
Good morning, Stacker.
Good morning, Cgriller Stacker. Moderator and channel member, thank you for being a channel member, sir. Go over, check out Cgriller Stacker's channel. Very informative. And I don't have it on good authority because he hasn't told me yet. But I have a feeling once he gets settled into his new digs, because Cgriller Stacker just moved from the lower West Coast to the upper West Coast. Contact me. I'll give you his address so you can go see him. Never mind. No, I'm just kidding. I don't even have his address yet. But he's got mine. That's not fair. He's got mine. I've got his old address. You can go see where he used to live.
Mm-hmm.
But I have it on, I'm thinking on good authority that once he gets settled into his new digs, he's going to start making content again. And he has very good content, very good informative content. So if you like the history, like he says, history through coinage, very good history behind coins, folks. And Cgriller Stacker brings that to you. So go over and check him out.
Oh, Miss Amy Harrell, another moderator and channel member, saying watching the inaugural stuff a bit. Good morning, Air Force Amy.
Good morning, lovely Miss Amy Harrell. Thank you for being a channel member, ma'am. Good to see you. Always good to see you. KG Coins. Hope you and Smiles are doing fantastic this morning. Saying hello all. Good to see you, buddy.
Hey, we got coin stuff I like. You can do whatever you like. Good morning, friends. Good to see the team all together again. Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Channel member and another great channel in his own right.
Absolutely. Speaking of informative channels, Coin Stuff I Like is also another very informative channel. You like Carson City minted denominations or Ike dollars at all, any type of Ike dollar, there's your channel. But not only that, like I said, very, very informative channel. Go over, check him out. Had the pleasure of actually emailing with him this weekend. Got some good news from Annex. I'll bring that to you guys here in a little bit. That's all I could see was Bassman doing Stewart kicking his feet up. Look what I can do. Do you remember that, Mr. Kevin, from Man TV? Look what I can do. That guy was hilarious.
Yo, fan. Good morning, my friends. -1 today. Colder in the afternoon. Man, I swear that's how it's been going around here. It's like, what the heck?
It's 5, just like -5 here.
Yeah, I watched one of the football games yesterday, and my wife told me the other one was worse about having snow.
Oh yeah,
the football game. She said it must be what hit Tiny.
Yeah,
but they was having some snow out there.
Oh yeah, I saw that and I was like, okay, did they just paint the field white?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Who knows?
Cover up for the snow. Let's just go ahead and paint it white. That way they don't get snow blind. We'll just paint it white. Bright, sunny, and 20 degrees here in the mountains of western Nevada.
Man.
Good morning from Marion, North Carolina. Good morning. Mr. Jack Gallman says it's 26 degrees here. That's cold for the Carolinas. I mean, they get cold, but it's going to get cold. But, you know, it's like this winter they say it's going to be like the worst winter in like 8 years or something like that. And it's so far it's proven to be true because it's colder now than it has been. You know, like you look at the dots around on the maps of the country. Like Miss Amy said, it's 39 degrees in California, folks. That's cold for California.
That's a cold one.
Yep.
Yeah.
30 degrees in Oregon. It's always cold in Oregon, though. Let's see. Cgriller sent me a thing the other day. Not to, let people in on our personal emails, but I can this because it's not too personal. He said, should I get this for my garden? And it's a stepping stone with a Bigfoot footprint on it. I'm like, you gotta have that for your garden. You got to have that for your garden. I don't care. You got to have that for your garden. It's like, should I get this for my garden? I'm like, yes, absolutely. Yes.
I was gonna say that was a redundant question.
Right.
Mr. Bill Driscoll saying good morning to Cgriller Stacker. Good morning, sir. Good to see you. Hopefully it's 7 degrees here. I can only imagine how it is up north. So stay warm, my friend.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Everyone's saying 17 degrees in 10 RC. Bo Palmer Coin Hunter. Damn good to see you. Good to see you, buddy. Saying hello, hello, everyone. Good morning, sir. Good to see you, Bo.
Good morning, Bo. Well, good morning, Miss Windy Lady. Good morning, friends. Played with the snow find in my car, and we got about 5 inches less. Good morning, Miss Wendy, and thank you for the coffee.
Absolutely. That's about what we got. We had 3, and then we got 4 more. Well, we had 3, then we got 2 inches of ice, and then we got 4 inches of snow, and then it rained and it melted it off some down to about 3 inches, and then it rained and froze about another 1.5 inches, and then we got about 5 inches on top of that. Yeah, we're all over the map. We don't. It's like our weather has Tourette's. It doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And as I say that, I start ticking with my Tourette's.
Well, we got.
I love it. I love it when my
9 inches.
Tourette's is right on cue. I love it when my Tourette's is right on cue.
Yeah, we got 9 inches, and that's more than we usually get in a year. We got it on the first snowfall.
Wow. Mr. Eric Gilliland. Good morning, friends. Good morning, Mr. Gilliland. Good morning. I like his name, Gilliland. That's like...
Bless me bagpipes.
I mean, it's like, where's the Armada going this year? We're going to Gilliland. It's like a far off. Yeah, Gilliland. I love his name, Gilliland. Very cool name.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Everyone's saying hello. I've got several messages from my cousin in England this morning, so I am multitasking.
But you know what? Where's Madame Marcel at?
Marcel!
Madame Marcel! Yelpin!
She's under the bed, hiding.
Hiding under the bed.
She is in her warm and snuggly place.
Don't blame her today.
You don't have to dust under there.
Right. Yeah, she's fluffy enough to just
brush it out.
Clear thing. Just whenever she comes out, we vacuum her to get the dust.
Yeah. Turn your dog into a big dust bunny.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No, I found that out. Poodles like to hide under things. Like, I mean, a lot of dogs, they'll go under your desk, but they'll go under your desk because you're there. But I found, looking at stuff and reading about poodles love to be covered by things. They like to be under things. And the bed, like our bed is 14 inches off the ground. She army crawls under the bed to the furthest point under the bed that she can get back in the corner. and lays there, and she'll stay in there for hours. And I'm like, what's going on? So I had to find out, and it's a poodle thing. It's just the way they are. Let's see. Only got a dusting of snow last night in Tennessee. Cry for me. A very chilly 44. We wouldn't have any snow if it was 44.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I mean, like I said, that's California. 44 is cold for California.
Yeah.
It's like my mom when she lived in Hawaii for 8 years. She was like, I had to put on a jacket today. And I'm like, well, Mom, it's the winter. She goes, yeah, it was down to like 68. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about, 68? It's 12 here. My hand's stuck to the doorknob whenever I try to get in the house. And you're talking about 68 degrees being cold? Come on.
Hey, yeah. 40 degrees. I'm a light jacket. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm t-shirt and basketball shorts, 40 degrees. But this morning I went out there with Marcel. I had my parka on. I had fleece pants on, thick fleece pants on, and gloves and a beanie. And I was like, I must be, getting old because now I'm cold most of the time during the winter when I'm outside, and used not to get that way. But I was like, yeah, it's cold.
yep.
And when you breathe, and it seems like your breath is freezing, and then it goes, like you could be standing outside and you go to see if it's cold, and it just like floats away. This morning I went, and it went and fell. I was like, my breath is freezing as soon as it comes out of my mouth. Like, yeah, that's cold. I want to do. Go ahead.
We're not even getting above freezing here until Wednesday afternoon, according to this little weather
That's
channel.
about how it is.
Yeah, we don't hit the teens until Wednesday afternoon.
We're hoping that we can get to Cincinnati, because she not only had appointments this week, she also had appointments next week because we were going to be there for, the 2 weeks. So we're trying to move and shuffle to the following week, or telehealth appointments for places that allow telehealth appointments, like what are they called? Departments that allow telehealth appointments.
Yeah.
We're trying to see if we can get shuffled around that way, or shuffle to next week if they can fit us in somehow, because one way or another we got to get there. These are major doctor's appointments we got to get to.
Problem with Cincinnati doctors though is they have to be licensed in West Virginia.
Yeah, Cincinnati doctors have to be licensed in West Virginia because she's in West Virginia
For the telehealth.
Well, that doesn't even make sense. They're a doctor wherever they are.
Right. That's a fact. Because if you're a doctor and you live in Cincinnati and you go to North Carolina and there's a wreck, by law, you have to administer aid in the Carolinas. Wait a minute. I'm only licensed in Ohio. It don't matter, you're a doctor.
Yep.
Then why can't I come down here and see patients? Because you're licensed in Ohio.
Yeah.
Tell me how that makes sense.
Yeah, that's the part that's weird about it, is you have to see them if they're on the side of the road, but if they come to your office, you can't.
Makes no sense. Makes no sense whatsoever. Mr. MJ Boudreau. This guy's got a good channel, folks. You need to go check him out too. Nice little videos. Doesn't talk during his videos, but he has some good information in them. You need to go check out Mr. MJ Boudreau.
Good to see you. Been a while.
Yeah, the address is coming up pretty quick there.
Tiny, I found out YoFan had my California address, so I had to move. I don't blame you. That YoFan guy, he's sketchy. He's sketchy. That YoFan guy, you got to watch him. Got to watch him. He's sketchy.
Yeah.
Weather report.
Can you tell me?
Weather report from up north Michigan. It is also 7 degrees up at the tip of Michigan.
Oh, wow.
So
I'll go outside and I'll know.
Golden.
Mm-hmm. YoFan says you're safe, Cgriller. That's what he wants you to think. Somebody new comes in here and they hear us talking about each other like this. They're like, this channel's awful. They talk crap about each other.
Yeah, really.
On live streams. They're just horrible. Hey, if we didn't pick, we wouldn't love. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. How else do you know we care?
That's right. I mean, you ought to hear the stuff I say to these two gentlemen in the back room. No, actually.
Run.
Mr. Cat's like, no, you don't want to hear what he says to us either.
Blink if you're being held hostage.
Shoot. Okay. Woo. Don't pass out.
Don't pass out. Don't pass out.
Blink if you're being held hostage. Dang, I need a Bigfoot stepstone for my yard. Right? I hear you. Everybody needs a Bigfoot. Everybody needs a Bigfoot stepping stone. Yeah. And for the people that say they don't exist, how do you know? Prove to me they don't. Just like they say,
guessing right here.
Yeah.
They're like, prove to me they do. They're like, proof to me
the
they are.
Footprints exist.
Right.
The footprints exist. I've seen them. So if you got to put a stepping stone in your yard, they exist.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I had a guy one time because I watch Bigfoot stuff. You know, I'm not saying 100% they do exist, but like the old saying, if it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a duck. If you have people all around the world seeing things, they all can't be lying. Let's say there's 100 reports. We could take 50 of them and throw them out right off the bat. So we have 50 left. You know, misidentification. 50 of them are misidentification. Okay, there's 50 left. There's 25 liars in there. Throw those 25 out. We still have 25. Of those 25 people, we have doctors, lawyers, police officers, ambulance personnel, firemen, people that are known to be trusted. You know, people of the clergy. You know, they all can't be lying. Even if it's misidentification, we done threw that first 50 out for misidentification.
Mm-hmm.
So of that 25, I'll say, 7, 8 have seen something that they can't really explain and can't be explained, like the noises that they've caught. I mean, come on. And people are like, "Oh, prove to me it's real. Prove to me it's not." Oh, wait. Prove to me it's not. They've caught so much. I mean, when you're 10 miles up on a snowy mountain in Indonesia and there's footprints going across the side of this mountain that are 15 inches long and 9.5 inches wide, barefoot snow prints, and it's 20 below zero. That's one big dude for one. That's a monster. I mean, if you go by foot size, he's 9.5 feet tall if he's a normal human. You know what I mean? Or Shaquille O'Neal. For two, he's walking barefoot across snow that's 2 foot deep and it's 20 below zero. He's got frostbite within the first 2-3 minutes, but he's still walking a half a mile. Oh, it's misidentification of footprints. No, it's a damn footprint.
Yeti will never know.
Right. Yeah. Yeti will never know. Yep. And then some people are like, well, it can't exist. We would have found it already. We have. There's people that say they have. Now what? Well, it's a big animal. People would see it. They do see it, or they say they see it. Well, it couldn't exist because it couldn't survive in this climate or this climate. Yeah, they've proven it could. By the fauna and the edibles and everything in the area could sustain, like especially the Pacific Northwest. They're like, oh, they would have seen them. The Pacific Northwest is known for their sightings. If you look at a map of the United States, and over here is the Pacific Northwest, it's covered in sightings all down the West Coast. It's where they live. And how many species are found a year that they didn't know existed before?
Yep.
On average, 138 a year. That's average for the last 50 years, 138 a year. So, in an intelligent being that knows how to hide and has been hiding forever, they're the reigning world champion hide and go. Yeah, they're the reigning hide and go seek world champions of history. But anyway, okay, I'm sorry. Bigfoot, everybody. Is he real? Is he not? It's up to you to decide. Mother Nature is drinking because she don't really have enough.
I keep saying Mother Nature needs to get back on her meds.
Yep. Give her some of my meds, she'll just lay there and go, oh.
The only reason Wendy's short some is because everybody else has got too much.
Yep.
Because, it's been dumping everywhere.
Have sympathy, Tiny. We had frost on our car. I feel for you, brother.
You had to start it before you could drive.
I've got 2 inches of ice and 5 inches of snow on top of my car. I feel for you. Your frost is horrible. But no, think about it though. Frost in California.
Yeah.
It's the land of milk and honey. It's the land where everything is green year round.
You know what? I visited my brother down in Arizona one year for Christmas, and there was frost on his windshield.
Yeah.
Right?
That's Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah.
So, they get frost.
Yeah.
Maybe once a decade, but they get frost.
I live south of where Wendy lives. Or no, I'm sorry, where Amy lives. And it snowed on me when I lived out there in California.
Oh wow.
They hadn't seen snow in, forever, but the year I lived there, it snowed. Like a half inch or something. It wasn't a lot.
It was snow.
Yeah, but it was snow.
Mr. Gilliland says, I was at the Houston Coin Show this weekend. Nice. I submitted 10 coins to Annex. Had a few Morgans and some Maya Angelou nesting errors. Very cool. Speaking of
show, that's a good show.
Speaking of Annex submissions, I finally found out the grade for the 1939 Jefferson Nickel FS 801 double die reverse that I found on Dueling Scopes with these two amazing gentlemen on Christmas night. Me and Mr. Kevin were thinking good. What was it? Good about good?
No, we were thinking
very fine. He was thinking 20 and I was thinking right around the same thing. It got an XF 40. In case you folks don't know, uncirculated, almost uncirculated, extra fine. Third from the top, I am number 38 in the 40 grade from Annex. There's only been 38 of them graded at 40 from Annex. Altogether, throughout the whole gradings of the FS 801 die number 1 in 1939, there are only 439. I am number 439 overall graded throughout all the grades, and I am number 38 on XF40, or as they put it, EF40. So that's really cool. And I'm supposed to get the coin back when we're not here. So
Great timing.
Yeah, great timing.
If anybody's in Arkansas or near Arkansas this week, we have a coin show in Hot Springs, the 23rd, 24th, and 25th.
Hot Springs in cold Arkansas.
Yeah.
Tell me how that makes sense. Kill it. Kick it.
If you've been there, you know, because the water's hot.
Are lamination errors common and or valuable? No, and sometimes.
Yeah, it really depends on how it's presented, where it's at on the coin, how major it is, stuff like that.
Even down to what coin it's on plays a factor. Yep. Like some are known more than others to have lamination errors, like nickels. Nickels have a lot.
Yeah.
But if it's on a war nickel, wow, really cool. That silver peeling off, that's a good find. If it's on a quarter, quarters are okay. Cents, it seems like cents are really big finds with lamination errors.
Oh yeah.
A lot of those are more sought after. If you're an error or lamination error seeker. But yeah, cents are hard to find them on. If it's a cent, that's a pretty good find. Nickels have a lot of them that I've found, that I've seen over the years. Quarters are, none of them are common finds, because I mean, a lamination error is really cool. It's where, in case you folks don't know, where the layers of the coin are separating and peeling back or coming up or coming apart or gone, stuff like that. It's to do with the planchet. The planchet was something was messed up with the planchet. So if it's like nickel, copper, nickel, and the nickel is peeled back, or the nickel part is missing and you can see the copper inside of the nickel plated coin, that's a lamination error. It's where they, like it says, where they're laminated together. They're coming apart. I'd be interested in what you found there, SF Kimrich.
It's a 1967 quarter.
Ooh.
That's intriguing. Because that's right when they were starting to do the clad. So.
Mm-hmm. Yep. 3 years after the starts of it, that would still be in the let's get this lamination concoction figured out.
Yeah.
Because they usually say within the first 5 years, if there's going to be a problem with the planchets, it's going to show within the first 5 years. Mm-hmm. 3 years, that's right in that sweet spot. Because if you think of 5 and it's in the third year, that's right in the middle of the 2. So that's right in the middle of the sweet spot of the 5 years. So yeah, that is interesting. That's really interesting. Cgriller Stacker's already found a coin shop. The wife and I were exploring the other day, found a small coin shop closed for vacation. My wife said the owner has no idea how much that vacation just cost him. You should have left a note on the door. Had $100 bill with your name all over it. But you're gone. So sorry. Bye bye.
Coin stuff I like. If what I'm looking at is right, Landis Studios is in Eureka Springs, not Hot Springs.
Ah.
It's in Eureka Springs, Arkansas.
Kevin, do you have a tour of the Dansko collection? Oh, sorry, Bassman. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I'm third.
Kevin, do you have a tour of the Dansko collection? How much do you charge? I see those Danskos so intriguing.
You know what? No, I do not have a tour set up, but you know what? I mean, we could probably get a nickel tour going over here.
You know what? Wait a minute. You know what that sounds like to me?
Content.
Yeah.
That sounds like content to me, sir. I mean, a 5-minute video showing the first 500 that you have and another 5-minute show. Well, no, I could see at least 30 on one shelf there behind you. I can see another 40 on the shelf over right here.
Last I counted, there were 70 on the shelves behind me.
See, 30 and 40, 70. So see, I guessed correctly. But wait a minute. There's another shelf below that over there that's got more on it.
So I mean, okay, yeah. There, you can see pretty much all of them right now.
Mm-hmm.
And those aren't even the ones that he's selling. Those are his.
No, yeah, this is my collection.
Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 9.
And you know what? That's more than most people have.
I have 3.
Bassman has 3. But you've got the important ones, Bassman, because you've got the core of what you started with.
Yeah.
You did it the right way. See, I come a little late to the dance. Well, I didn't come late to the dance because I had
you have another one. Because I have one of yours. I actually have 4, and one of them's yours.
I have 10.
Yeah.
Just one of them happens to be in Arkansas visiting Bassman right now.
Yep.
Oh, I want to ask you folks, Mr. Kevin, you have a lot of obviously you have a bunch of Danskos.
No, one or two.
I have a query about Dansko books. Look at the difference between these Dansko books. Okay, this is a Roosevelt dime. This is a nickel dime. You see the color difference?
Oh, yeah.
But look, there's hardly any black on it like there is on this. And it's a dull finish. Where this is shiny, this is like almost like a matte finish.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened to it. Whenever I got it, it was like shiny as could be.
Honestly, that's more of a sign of when they were made.
Yeah.
Because
look at the reverses.
What?
Look at the reverses.
They're pretty
same
close
color.
On the back. Yeah.
Right. It's just the obverse of the front of the book, big dummy. The backs are really close in color, but the fronts of them are completely different.
And you know what? Yeah, that pretty much it's a matter of when the books were made. And
Gotcha.
You'll also probably notice that the black crackling effect is probably less on the brighter one than it is on the darker one.
Yes, it is.
So, I mean, yeah, pretty much they're the same color. It's just that crackling isn't near as
right
pronounced.
Yeah, on the nickel Dansko, there's hardly any of the black.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like the first 30 years they had light crackling, and more recently it's been a little more concentrated. So, gotcha. I mean, yeah, it's just a matter of when it was made.
The answer is there. I like it. Thank you, sir.
Now, if you find a red one, now that, buy.
Oh,
buy.
yeah. Yeah.
Grab that dude. Huh?
Red Silver, everyone, the OG channel member. Thank you for being the original member, sir. And he says they do exist. Talking about the fuzzy people. They do. I've got a coin with one on it up there. Given to me by Red Silver. It's the 2016 Maple Leaf from Canada, reverse proof with the Bigfoot privy mark on it. Had a video on it. Go check it out. About my videos. YouTube. If you're not getting notifications from me, I am putting out videos every other day. Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday, videos. So if you're not seeing them, something's going on with YouTube, because the last 3 or 4 videos have went off the rails to what they're normally doing. So I don't know what's going on with them. It's like there was 2 days where there was no comments on one video, and I was like, what? I usually have comments on it within the first 5 minutes of the video being posted. And it went 2 days, and I was like, Bass Man, what's going on?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You know, yeah, they reconfigure their algorithm so often, and it's just, yeah, it's difficult to figure it out. But I mean, over time, they do get their stuff straight, and it does eventually get back to normal.
Also found 2 W quarters. SF Kimrush found W quarters in the wild. And I'm
Nice.
same McCoy stuff I like. Never found a W quarter in the wild. I searched boxes upon boxes when they came out in 2019. Found none. 2020 came out again. None. 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. None. I have found none in pocket change. I have found none in rolls. Yeah, none. Like West Virginia is in a no W finding hole of the United States.
I can't say much better. I mean, I searched a couple of boxes in 19. I found one in the boxes, and I think I found one in the 5 years after that. Most of the W's I've been getting have been, I had a couple of cashiers that were friends that put some aside for me. And honestly, the coin roll hunters out there, I was just buying them off of Facebook groups and off of eBay groups.
Right. It seemed like the coasts were doing well. Like Can was finding them by the fist loads. Gunny down in Florida. Can's in California. Gunny's in Florida. They were having box battles and finding dozens of these things.
You
It was
know,
crazy.
they were just heavy. The Fed was just heavy-handed when they were putting those out, especially in 19.
Yeah, they weren't like this. They were more like this. They weren't sprinkling them throughout. They were just dumping. It was crazy. Hey, this is a good song right here. Song of the week. Hot blooded. Check it and see. Sorry. Have a fever of 103.
No, I don't.
No, me neither. 7. I should have put that. I should have put that thumbnail up today. The one of the, that one I made, Bassman, with the big thermometer going up and the sun shining. It looks all hot. I should have put that one up today. People would have been like, "What?" Or the one of the guy.
You should have a version of that with the thermometer going down through the bottom of the image.
Out the bottom of it, exactly.
Yeah. It looks like 70% of the obverse is missing.
Whoa.
Pictures, please, sir.
Yes.
Please.
That's too good.
Right.
Yeah, you got to share.
Yeah.
Yeah, you may have to email him on that. I think he left.
Yes. It's a
Ed
1967
Silver has a
Ford.
good question. Are those Danskos on the shelf full? Some of them are, most of them aren't.
But there's something in each one of them, I bet. Just guessing. But there's something in each one of them.
Yeah.
The plastic liners.
Because, I mean, think about it. You get a Dansko because you have coins to go in a Dansko. You usually don't get a Dansko if you have a whole collection, because chances are you've already got them in a Dansko.
Yeah.
But when you get 2 or 3 of really good examples of something, you're like, these should be all in one good spot. Dansko. Get the Dansko.
And yeah,
There's 3 coins in there.
some people love the Whitmans. Some people like the Harris albums. Danskos are the Cadillac of albums.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, absolutely. You can see obverse and reverse are absolutely gorgeous.
That's what I like about them, seeing both sides.
And the brown is just classic.
Mhm.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
let's see.
Yeah. Brown will go with anything. So
Yep.
I love hunting. You're not finding things all the time, but when you do, it's so exciting. Yep. I see Zoey's.
her videos.
Ah, yep. Off to eat breakfast. So
Yeah.
strong, absolutely. I know he's not here, but have a good day, buddy. See you later, man. Let's see. Hey, we're caught up.
Pretty good.
Mr.
Well,
Bill
there you go.
457. Good to see you, buddy. It's been a while. Good to see you, sir.
You know what? You say Mr. Bill, and all I think is that claymation.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No, Slogo.
Slow.
Good morning, Mr. 457. How about that? That's better.
Okay, Mr. 457.
This is true. Amy, the Postal Service has not been reliable since they messed with it several years ago.
Nope.
2009, 2010. They reshuffled some stuff of the inner workings of the Postal Service. This year, they haven't put it out there, but I've heard from 2 different carriers and from the post office. If you ever notice your postal carrier now, if they bring you a package or something that has tracking on it, they scan it at your door now.
Mm-hmm.
They know where each and every package is going now. Packages that have been lost are being found easier and quicker. And it's a lot less apt to happen of packages being lost because they're on point with them so much. They have that little handheld scanner now that literally they take the piece of mail, and as they're putting it in your mailbox, they scan it and then put it in your mailbox. That's cutting down on packages being missing a lot. And they started doing that at the beginning of the year. Well, now, at the end of last year, the beginning of this year, they started really on point with the scanners. So look forward to more. Look forward to less lost packages.
I don't know if anybody can save our post office.
Yeah, I don't think anybody can save our post office. Our post office just don't deliver our mail. I get informed delivery 3 days later, the informed delivery stuff shows up. And informed delivery, in case you folks don't know, is what the stuff you're supposed to get today. So today's, okay, there's no mail today, Martin Luther King's birthday. If I was to get informed delivery for Monday, it's going to come on Thursday. Tuesdays comes on Friday. Wednesdays comes on Saturday. Thursdays and Fridays sometimes comes Monday or Tuesday. I mean, it's like, and I have video cameras. I have security cameras. I've looked because I thought I heard the mail delivery guy. Yeah, I heard him driving by.
Mm-hmm.
I've literally seen him drive by, slow down, and then drive by. And I know I have mail. I know I have mail.
He just doesn't have it.
He just doesn't stop. It's like, I'm not going to, nah, not today. Not today.
Well, gentlemen, I hate to cut myself short, but I do want to go see some kind of a swearing in kind of a thing that's going on here in a couple minutes. So I'm going to go, I'm going to bid my fond adieu to everybody. Thank you for coming on out today. We do this for you every single time. Otherwise, it's just us sitting in the back room, and you heard how bad that goes. I mean,
Yeah.
that's some strange juju back there. I want to thank Tiny and Bassman for having me, because brothers, thank you.
Always.
Beyond that, we will have an auction this Wednesday. And Yote fan, I saw your note. It was a good idea. I'm trying to rustle up something for this week as well. But for now, I'm Kevin with Coins Making Sense, your spot for the dissemination of information to the numismatic nation. Thank you very much, everybody, and have a good day. Bye.
Thank you, Mr. Kevin.
Well, as I said before, I probably don't believe I will be here Wednesday. I should be back in time for the auction, but I may have to miss Wednesday morning show, so to get to the doctor. So anyway, until then, I'm wishing I was fishing. Bye.
We got Yote fan, Miss Amy, Kin of Mine, Coin Stuff I Like, all saying Zoey Strong. Absolutely. You guys have a good day. Come back, see us on Wednesday. Wednesday morning, we're going to have a little auction preview. Show all the items for the auction. That's going to be on Wednesday night's auction over on Coins Making Sense channel. 6 p.m. Eastern time. 12 amazing items each and every Wednesday, unless the little thing called life gets in the way. You know, it's horrible sometimes. But we will be here. Miss Wendy saying Zoey Strong. Absolutely. Thank you guys. You guys have a good day. I love each and every one of you, and I hope this finds you guys safe and healthy. You guys don't forget to check that pocket change, because you never know what you got in your pocket until you look.